if you need to approach a woman, always approach from behind, okay? That's when women feel the safest. You have to surprise them. You have to surprise them. Women love surprises. I don't even know this. So that's why I'm saying surprise them by just walking really close behind them and you yell, surprise! Hello, and welcome back to HAIYAA podcast. I'm Nigel Ng. My producer, Matt, is here as usual, looking a bit rough today. Looking a bit rough. That's why he has a cap on.
He's allowed to say that because I said beforehand, can we make sure I'm in darkness today?
Yeah.
I haven't showered for 2 days. I've been making a short film.
You haven't showered for 2 days? My God.
I did yesterday, but we were doing 12-hour days, so I don't think that really matters. I had a shower yesterday.
People, they need to invent dry shampoo, but for men. You know what I mean? Because women, they don't shower, but they're like, oh, just spray some dry shampoo. But there's no such thing for men, Something you spray on your crotch and armpits, Just dry shampoo for your dick. Psst.
So yeah,
right?
Sorry guys, I look like crap. And Nigel always looks so nice and presentable. So
it's a
real contrast here. I don't like that. We'll just keep on Nigel the whole podcast. We just won't cut to me.
We'll cut to the white. And then we crop in on the white. Crop in on the white right now. Crop in. Yeah. But I appreciate you coming. You have your own shit going on in your life. And this podcast doesn't pay the bills enough. That's why Matt has to do like a part-time stripper gig on the side.
Amazing.
That's why he has to magic mic himself. Every night at this, I don't know, is it a good strip club, Matt? Where's the strip club?
I don't think anyone would pay to see me strip.
There's always people with weird fetishes out there. Some of them mildly attractive, average height British men. There's a fetish for that, Matt. So believe in yourself. No matter how ugly you are, listeners, there is a fetish for you that ensures you get loved. And with the power of the internet, you can find those people with that fetish. That's the beauty of the internet. You could be a 9-legged little person who hates cheese and farts a lot. There is a guy out there or a woman out there for you.
Yeah, that's Twitch, isn't it?
That's Twitch. Yes, that is all of Twitch.
How are you doing, Nigel?
I'm good. I'm very good. Thank you so much to all the listeners who shared the podcast episode last week. Really popped. Where I talked about Ukraine and my stance on jokes and not apologizing. The clips really popped on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok. I think we hit a nerve. I think we are saying something that resonates with people. I think people are sick of seeing influencers apologizing, People are sick of apologies. So thank you very much. And we've grown quite a bit from that. So that is cool. And I also realized something that by being big on YouTube in the Western world, you can be big on YouTube and you're still a comedian, right? But in Asia, when you're big on YouTube, you're automatically an influencer. And then when people think influencer, they still think this is this kind of model citizen, right? That they act well in public, they're kind, they're virtuous. Because it's the old style of being a celebrity, quote unquote, right?
So sanitized.
Yeah, sanitized. They put on a good image. We never really know what they think because it's all PR approved talking points.
It's just a walking advert, essentially.
Exactly. They're probably the most racist people after they shut their front door. After Architecture Digest films that 73 questions with Adele. And bye, thank you. And then they shut the front door. She just screams the N-word, probably.
Right, that's when the slaves come out.
Yeah. You can't come out now. You can't come out now, people. AD is gone. Architecture Digest. Vogue is gone. Come out now. No, I just don't sue me for libel. Adele. I'm sure she's very kind. I actually watched Adele's 73 Questions. It's an LA house, but it has a very British sensibility. My house is like the poor version of Adele's house. She has a devolved kitchen, a very British kitchen. So, I was like, oh, good taste, Adele. Good taste. Because I've seen some houses. I joke about this in my set too. I have a few interior design jokes now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know.
You're obsessed.
I am obsessed.
It is bleeding into everything. There's going to be a main channel video soon.
Just
you talking about interiors.
I need to start a second channel, Uncle Roger reviews interiors. Because sometimes I go into people's houses. And it's one thing if they invite me in and they know it's shit. They're like, oh, we just can't be bothered. We're busy. This is a temporary house. We're moving out soon anyway. And then it's fine. I just, okay, they haven't put a lot of effort into this. But it's worse when their house is shit but they're so proud of it. And they're like, oh, I got this piece from here. I got this piece from here. I installed this there on purpose.
Yeah.
Oh, and that is still shit. And I'm trying to be polite. I'm just standing there just, I see what you're trying to do here. Oh, interesting. Oh, you think those go well together? Oh, I see what you're trying to do.
Yeah. I wonder if they see through it. As soon as you leave, they're like...
fucking prick. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think my acting is that great, so they probably see through it.
I would love to watch it. That feels like an MTV type show. You know, Pimp My Ride? Uncle Roger, but like Pimp My House.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be so good.
How about just Pimp My Woman? Just pimp.
Oh my God.
We need to return to the proper usage of the word pimp, you know? Stop it with the pimping houses. Let's go back to the tradition. Pimp My Women. You take a woman and make her like... make her work. That. I think that's a good reality show idea.
Yeah, I would love to see that.
Pimp My Women?
No.
What?
No.
I want to see Pimp My Woman.
I thought you were talking about Uncle Roger
No,
interiors.
they come to you, they're like, I've always wanted to be a prostitute, but I just never had the confidence. My mom told me I wouldn't amount to nothing. My teachers told me I wouldn't amount to nothing. And I will show them. I just want to be a prostitute. Make me a prostitute. Who wants to be a prostitute? That's the show title.
It's like the ending of that show where, like, you know, normally it's the makeover and it's amazing.
Yeah.
This time you leave and then there's a guy just looking really happy. And it's like, oh, wow.
The winner gets put in one of those glass boxes in Amsterdam. That is... Pimp My Woman. The new reality show coming to Fox this summer. Would you watch it, listeners? Let me know. We can do a gay spin-off too, like a man version. Okay? That's fine. Because I think like the clientele for these sex workers, 99% will be men, gay or straight. So it will be like Pimp My Women or Pimp My Gay Brothers, you know?
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's a good idea. I'll watch that over a Great British Bake Off. You know where they fuck up Japanese food every year. They always have an Asian. Every time a cooking show here has an Asian week, they always make Japanese food.
Yeah. They do. I sent that over to you actually because they were doing bao buns. And
I reviewed it as Uncle Roger. You need to get on with. You need to know my body of work, man. You want to be part of this empire. You need to watch my old videos. Every time before you send me any video, Matt, just ask yourself: has Nigel reviewed this? Okay. Can you, before you send me anything, search Uncle Roger reviews video I'm about to send. Just...
If it's Asian, it's probably yes.
yes.
Yeah, don't worry, noted.
Yes. Stop sending me Asian porn, man. Uncle Roger's reviewed that already. It's very inappropriate. This employer-employee relationship, you know, sending me like MILF interracial porn. That's not very cool, man. I'm going to tell Gemma. Gemma, do you know this about your husband? That he sends me porn?
For God's sake.
As I was saying,
yes,
I'm very into my interiors. But it just pains me. Some people just don't have an eye for it, you know, unfortunately. Not everybody's born with this talent and this fabulousness. So I was working on, this week, the builders were working on the garden, you know. Very fortunate to have a garden in London, you know, very fortunate. So my garden, the boundary of my garden, I share it with my neighbors, right? So on each side by left or right side is neighbors, and then on the back, the end of the garden, there's also another neighbor's garden jutting up against mine because I am poor, and that's what we do. And poor people have neighbors jutting up against other poor people's gardens. Okay, that's this life I have to lead. So don't judge me with your garden juts up to and against another person's garden. Oh, the stench of poverty is so strong, Nigel. So my neighbor's garden. So basically, the builders today, this happened today. So they're doing some work to the brick wall today. I don't know how, but they made a mess. Some of the cement just fell over to the neighbor's garden, so they had to clean up. And then my builder came over and asked me, like, "Oh, Nigel, do you know the neighbor that juts up against your garden? Because we spilled some stuff over there, and we need to go over and clean up." And I said, "No, I don't know them, but I'll try to ask around." And they said, "Oh, no, don't worry about it. If you don't know, don't worry. We'll just hop over and clean it up for you." And I'm like, well, you don't want to do that. Because when people see a random stranger in their garden, it's scary, okay? That's one. And also, I hate to say this, but you're not white. So that doesn't help in this situation. I'm just saying.
For God's sake.
If something were to happen, people get scared. And then they're not white, they're Middle Eastern. And it doesn't happen like they're wearing hoodies. And they speak loud, they're yelling at each other. And it can look a little bit sketchy.
Yeah, people are hoodie phobic.
The thing is, there's so many factors, right? The sad thing is, if you're white, you get away with a lot of shit. You look like you belong places. That's what I'm saying. If you're a white builder, you hop over, people see you, they get less scared. They're like, oh, he must be lost. Why is he in my garden? He must be lost. That's why he's in my garden. Can we help you?
Invite him in. Like, do you want a drink?
Yeah, I want a cup of tea. But see a Middle Eastern guy with a hoodie. They're quite big as well. I don't know what people are gonna think. So I'm just trying my best to protect my builders. Okay. I'm not saying my neighbors are racist. I think I live in a very liberal part of London. But the world is the world. Society. You never know if your neighbors are characters, right? So I was asking is there a way to make you look more legit? Do you have like a uniform that has the construction company's logo on it, or do you have do you have a lanyard? Yeah. Everybody looks legit with a lanyard, right?
High vis vest.
Yeah, high vis vest.
Yeah.
Lanyard.
Hard hat, maybe.
Yeah, hard hat. Clipboard.
Yeah.
That's the easy way to not look sketchy instantly. You hold a clipboard, okay? You can have a clipboard, a knife, and a gun. And people, just because you have the clipboard, we still trust you.
In any situation, just clipboard.
Yeah.
Like, he's fine.
Yeah. That's what you need. To rob a bank, you need a clipboard. Fuck the pistol. Just bring a clipboard in. You need to be white, and you need to have a clipboard. Okay? And let's stop it in the hoodies, okay? It's like the ultimate uniform of looking sketchy. Again, unless you're white. White people with hoodies, do they look sketchy? No, they just look like college kids about to smoke weed.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's sad, isn't it? But it's just a reality of the world. Again, don't cancel me. I'm not saying it should be like this. I'm not saying I like this. I'm just saying this is how I perceive the world to be. And I'm probably not wrong. How many white kids wearing hoodies have been gunned down in America? Very few. Is there even any?
Do I have to comment on gun violence in America? Are you going to make me do that?
No, I'm just asking a question. We both know it's bad. We both know it's bad. Okay.
Of course it is. Yeah.
I think if you're not white, and I include me in this, of course, because I'm not white, I think we should stop wearing hoodies in general. If you want to like protect our lives and stuff, we should start wearing blazers. Everybody should start wearing blazers. We can save a lot of lives. Blazers and clipboards. That's what you need. And the clipboard can block bullets too. So the dual function thing. Okay, blazer and shorts. That's a good look. Because you instantly scream you have money. And you scream non-threatening. I see a guy wearing blazer and shorts. I'm not worried he's going to punch me. That guy's off to brunch. Or a pool party. Or a pool party that has brunch served,
I'm just trying to picture though, because if the shorts are quite short, the blazer might go over them. It's quite a strange look.
It is. Some people wear it.
It's a safe look.
It's a summer look.
But yeah, it's very summery.
It's very summery. It's very prickish too. I don't want to be that guy's friend, but I know he won't stab me or punch me. Yeah. The person who punched me as part of the COVID hate crime 2 years ago, he didn't wear blazer and shorts.
Yeah.
He wasn't wearing a hoodie either. He was wearing a t-shirt and jeans. Okay. So blazer and shorts. It's a good look because it's not his first blazer. Right? When men buy their first blazer, they always get so excited. They're like, because it's a more expensive piece of clothing. So they only wear it for special occasions. They wear it with other formal clothes. If you wear a blazer over like nice formal trousers, then we know you're poor. That means you only own that one blazer. A plain blue one, we know you're poor. You only own that one plain navy blazer. That's why you go out wearing like a plaid blazer. We know, oh shit, that guy owns at least two. I hope. Don't just own one like patterned blazer. It's crazy. And then you wear blazer and shorts. It's a good look. You look like you go to a pool. It's very versatile.
Yeah.
You can go to a pool. You look like you own the pool. Instead of work, you work at the pool. You look like you own the pool. Right?
Yeah.
I think more people of color should wear blazer and shorts. That's my big statement for the week. Would you wear that?
A blazer and shorts?
Yeah.
Not the shorts, no.
Why?
I can't picture wearing the shorts with the blazer. It's so odd.
Yeah, it is a bit odd.
It's not aggressive, I agree with you. And obviously, I don't have this problem because I'm white. So
Must be nice, innit? Must be nice.
I come away from here every time thinking like, yeah, white people have it so easy. I don't really...
You have it easier, not so easy.
It makes me appreciate it because I think I take it for granted a lot of the time. Do you know what I mean? So I come away from here and
You
I'm
can
like,
walk on the street behind a woman and they just keep walking. You know, they don't get scared. Even for me, sometimes I walk behind a woman at night and then they cross the street. I'm like, fair. That's fair. I would do the same too if you hear footsteps behind you. You know?
Yeah, but that must be like quite insulting. They cross the road. Like, fuck's sake, I'm not gonna hurt you.
Listen, if the roles were flipped, I'll do the same. So
okay, fair then.
Right?
Fair.
Yeah. I'll do the same even if it's a woman walking behind me.
Yeah, but it depends on how close you are. Like, are you like right behind?
No, not right. Not that creepy. I'm not breathing down her neck. I'm like, I'm walking behind her. Your perfume smells good, baby. And if I did that, then she should cross the road.
Yeah.
Because that's what a sane person would do. Imagine if I did that, they actually like it. And just, oh, thank you. And then we just start talking. No, that's very creepy.
Yeah, but I like what you were saying when we went for dinner a couple of weeks ago, and how, because we said in an earlier podcast that you've given up the apps.
Yeah.
And you were saying how you want to meet people in the wild.
Yeah.
I think that's really romantic.
Yeah, that's how I meet them. I just walk really close behind them and I breathe in their scent. I breathe in their pheromones. I wonder why it hasn't worked, Matt. Tell me. Do women not like that? If Uncle Roger came up behind you, the nape of your neck, you can feel his warm breath.
What would Uncle Roger say? Like, what's his opening line?
Fuyo, smells so good, so good.
I'm just picturing it like so tightly there.
Yeah.
Fuyo.
I can't believe nobody's turned on by that. I'm trying to meet women in the wild. And when I say the wild, I mean like, late at night. They're walking home alone. And then they're thinking to their head, am I going to be the next Sarah Everard or am I going to meet the love of my life?
Don't. Don't. That's so bad.
Women out there, you need to take a risk. If you hear footsteps late at night of a man walking behind you, that man could just be looking for love. Okay? So give him a chance. Slow down. Slow down. And stay on the same side of the street and slow down. Sure, you can hold on to your pepper spray, put your hand in your pocket, clutching that pepper spray, sure. But slow down and let the man breathe you in and take you in. Let the ravenous man breathe in your pheromones and shit.
Can we just point out that is very bad advice?
Is that bad advice? Do I give very bad dating advice?
I'm just picturing like all the guys like watching this and then just start doing it. There's like a big spike in cases. Of, like...
If you need to approach a woman, always approach from behind, okay? That's when women feel the safest. You have to surprise them. You have to surprise them. Women love surprises. I don't even know this. But when I was with my ex-wife, she loved surprises. And she would always say, Nigel, why don't you ever surprise me? Surprise me with something nice once in a while. So that's why I'm saying surprise them by just walking really close behind them. And then when they hear you and they feel that warm breath on the nape of their neck,
God.
And you yell, surprise! And see how happy they become. They're going to be like, oh my God, this guy is such a romantic... And only do it in dark alleys because you want like mood lighting. You don't want to walk behind a woman when it's like well lit. It's gross. What is this, a hospital? Jesus. So you only want to wait till it turn into a dark alley on an underpass somewhere. Walking under underpass to trying to cross the road. That's when you want to, surprise them because the ambiance is nice. You're in an underpass. It's cozy. Nobody's around. You have privacy.
Please stop.
What? Do people not tune in to the HAIYAA podcast for dating advice? What's your wife think? I think your wife will agree with me.
100% no.
My tips for approaching women. Don't approach them at a club. So many other guys are fighting for their attention, trying to buy them drinks. You want to approach them where no other guy approaches them. Then you have a monopoly on the situation. Be quiet, like kind of walk silently. Don't have your footsteps be heard, You just want to... Surprise. Are you free on a Tuesday? Do you like sushi? Where do you live? Let me follow you home. Should we walk back together? Do you live close by? Try it out, listeners. Try it out. Let me know how it works, how it goes. Try it out.
HAIYAApodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah. HAIYAApod at gmail.com. Let us know how it goes, okay? If you get pepper sprayed, that's just a sign of love. Some women play hard to get. And pepper spray is one of the ways they play hard to get. That means they actually like you, but they're too shy to tell you they like you. So they pepper spray you. They mace you. Psh. So that's how they get you to remember them. It makes an impression, doesn't it? When someone pepper sprays you, it creates a lasting impression for at least 2 hours. You know? So that's how you know a woman likes you when they pepper spray you.
So we want to see photos to the email of like someone being pepper sprayed.
Yeah, there's a red band on their eyes. I give the best dating tips, okay? So let me know how it goes. Another thing I've been doing with the house is I've recently hired a plant guy. Because I have a lot of plants. I love plants, you know, Acantias, snake plants, yuccas. I have all of them in my house. And every room has a different plant species.
Nigel.
And I have like 5 or 6 different plants in my kitchen alone.
Come on.
What?
When will it? What is this?
What is what? I love plants. What's wrong with plants?
There's nothing wrong with loving plants, but having someone come in, like, what?
Yeah, they take care of the plants for me. They water them. They make sure they don't die. They repot them when they grow old. They prune them. Listen, again, every time I tell my friends I have a plant guy, I get this same reaction.
Well,
this kind of, what the fuck? How bougie are you?
It's the most like celebrity thing I've ever heard.
Listen, nobody. Okay, these plant people.
I don't know anyone normal who has a plant person come round.
What?
Seriously?
How do you have so much free time to know every plant's a different watering schedule? And also, these plant guys, I just go to this plant shop in Crouch End a lot. So they have offered their services to me because they see me go there and buy a lot of plants many times. So they offer their services to me. That it's not because they're like, oh, we only offer our services, our plant services to celebrities, okay? And also, it's more affordable than you think.
Right,
it's
okay.
£35 a week. They come over and they sort everything for you. Your plants won't die. Do you know how much plants cost? They're pricey.
Are they?
Yeah, the bigger ones are pricier.
Yeah, sure.
They go up to like 100, 200 for a really big one, a really nice one.
I can almost stomach it. Like when you're away on tour, that kind of makes sense. But no, when you're here, it's just, you can do it yourself, can't you?
It's not as easy as you think, okay? These are the plant guys, man. I'm sure they get so annoyed when people just overwater the plants and then they come in and say, oh, it's dying, what's happening? Because they come to my house, they don't just water them, they have a moisture meter.
Oh my.
Right? And then they poke the moisture meter into the soil.
That's ridiculous.
And then different plants need different moisture levels. Seriously, it's not just watering a plant. It's not just watering.
So diva-y.
There's a craft to it. It's not a diva. It's like you go to an expensive sushi place, there's craftsmanship, right?
Yeah.
So, sure, sushi is just rice and seaweed, bro. Why do you need a Japanese chef to make it for you? It's so celebrity. I have my own sushi chef. You know? So it's the same principle. The plant people know what they're doing. And they take care of the outdoor stuff as well.
Oh, I've just put. Is this for your your birthday soon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is this in time for your party?
Yes,
so
yes.
you got all the plants looking like.
Yeah. My plants always look good. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And then they're gonna do some stuff for the outdoors. Jasmine,
cool.
2 jasmine beds on my garden.
I'm pretending to know what that is.
It's just a plant.
Right.
A jasmine is an evergreen plant, so it grows the whole year. And then they can train the jasmine to climb the wall. They can train it to move in certain directions. Again, would you have time to train your jasmine plant? You don't even have time to shower. You fucking need a plant guy coming at me like that. You need a plant guy. Okay? You have a wife at home who waters the plants. Who waters the plants at home?
Yeah. Gemma.
See, Gemma, see? You flexing your wife at me. I don't have anyone. So I need a plant guy, okay? I'm lonely and I have no time for plants and I travel a lot for my tour.
Can't you ask like your hookups and things to do it for
No!
you? Is that weird?
That's very weird to ask your fuck buddy.
On the way out, can you just put the moisture meter in for me?
Yeah, put a moisture meter in the plant for me and I put my moisture meter in you, baby. So, and in all seriousness, I'm going on tour. So what do you want me to do? The plants are gonna die.
No,
my
and
cleaner.
that's fine.
I used to ask my cleaner to water my plants for me once a week, but then some of the plants died because it's overwatering. Then what I have to tell my cleaner, okay, I have to write notes to my cleaner, water this plant where the top soil is dry. I don't have time for that, so I just
cleaner must have been so pissed off looking at these like really specific notes for each plant, just trying to do their job.
just try to mop the floor, and then I have a little note. Please poke one finger into the soil and check. I don't know how my cleaner puts up with me, man. I have specific ways of how I want my towels to be arranged.
No,
I do.
Please.
I have like for my first bathroom, I have it white and black towels only, and I want them stacked in like an alternating stripy way.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Do you go for a lot of cleaners?
First one so far. We'll see how long she lasts. Is it wrong to have standards, Matt? Is it wrong to have standards?
I mean, look, as long as you're paying them more because you're difficult, that's fine.
I do tip them. I do tip them.
That's
so
nice.
that's
You know
good.
what, then? I think that's fine.
See?
Yeah, okay.
Also, I appreciate the plant guys' work. I like to keep them in business.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they
Okay.
come by. It's nice, you know. Then I get people visiting me every Monday. We can have a chat, have a cup of tea. Everybody should look into a plant guy because, like, if you have more than say 5 plants in your house,
Yeah.
I think it's worth it.
Okay.
They keep them alive. There's nothing sadder than seeing a plant wilt and die. Do you want a death in your home because you're too cheap to hire a plant guy? Yeah, sure, if you have a partner who loves plants. If it's your hobby,
Yeah.
fine, then do it. I don't want a new hobby. I want plants without the new hobby. When people are too into their plants, it freaks me out too. I've been on dates with people who love their plants.
Wait, why does that freak you out?
Because-
you're obsessed with plants.
Yeah, but my house is small enough.
Yeah.
Okay, my house is decently sized.
Yeah.
So I can have multiple plants, but then there's 1 or 2 in each room max.
Yeah.
Some people,
Well, it's
they
like
live
a
in a
jungle.
flat share in London, and then they have like 47 types of plants in there.
No.
They can recognize, I showed them a picture of my house, they can tell the species of that plant. That's how obsessed they are. I've been
Oh
on a
my
date with this
God.
one woman once. Yeah, they know the plant. And I said, what about this? Oh, they Cantia epidistra. I was like, holy shit, it's a Latin name and stuff. Wow. Seriously, this is real.
Is that a turn off or turn on?
If you're too obsessed with something, it's a turn off. Because then I'm like, okay, if I ever go to your house, it's gonna be shit. It's gonna be full of plants. You know, I do it for the aesthetics,
Yeah.
right?
okay.
But she does it as an end in itself. I might see her again. She's pretty cute, so I put up with things if you're cute.
Great. Does she watch your stuff?
I hope not. I hope not. I love your plants, but it'll be weird to ask your fuck buddy to water them. I think. Don't do that.
Oh, you should try it. How do you know until you try
They
it?
won't know how to water them.
Just test it on one that you're not as keen on, see how it goes, and then...
Then they have to come back every week. I
Yeah.
don't want to see them every week.
Yeah, but you could swap it. You could swap the people, and you can, then you can stop paying for it.
Oh no, I'd
You can
rather
get rid of plant guy and just have hookups doing it. I'm trying to save you money.
Listen, it's £35. I want a plant guy with no drama. If the hookup who I asked to water my plants, what if
Yeah.
we have a falling out and she starts to hate me? She can kill all the plants.
It's true.
And then I come back from my tour and all my plants are wilted. I have friends who have wilted plants in their house and it just looks sad. Okay? It's a guy friend. And he has a wilted plant. I forget what plant it was, an orchid or something. And nobody wants a flaccid plant. Okay? It's not a good look. As a guy, you don't want a flaccid anything.
Yeah.
You want a nice turgid plant, okay? A veiny, turgid, stiff yucca. And that's why I have my plant guy. He comes and caresses my stiff plants. That's all I have to say about that. If you have a lot of plants in your home, which I think is a good thing, it's good feng shui. But I also have to control them a bit because they also give suggestions on what other plants I can add to my space, right?
Yeah.
So they came into my bathroom and I said, "Oh, it's small bathroom, but we can hang a few plants here." And then I said, "I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm not doing the hanging plants look. Okay? I'm not homeless. I'm not a hippie.
Oh my
That's very boho, isn't it?"
I'm just picturing I'm going to stop you right there.
Yeah.
Right in her tracks.
I did say something along those lines. I did say I'm gonna stop you right there.
I
was like,
believe you.
I just said, no. I'm. Do I look boho to you? Matt and Oscar. That's their names. The Matt and Oscar. They're very good people.
Yeah.
But some of their plant design ideas. Again, They live for the plants.
Yeah.
My plants serve a purpose, but their be all end all is plants.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
a very lonely existence. You just do they even? How about if they have girlfriends? Or is your fern your girlfriend? You know. But they were like, oh, we can hang a plant here. That gets a lot of light. This bathroom. I'm like, no. We're not hanging shit. We're not adding any new plants. You just take care of my existing plants, and I make the design decisions. You just water them.
You got to keep them sweet though, because they could be slowly killing those plants. If they, if you're pissing them off, you got to be careful.
Yeah. Okay, I'll try. I'm very nice.
That's why the hookups makes more sense, because if you leave them satisfied, they're definitely gonna look after your plants.
Oh, but don't always leave them satisfied. That's the problem.
Well, at least you would know if you need to up your game.
That is a lot of pressure. Every time having sex, I'm like, I better fuck her well, because otherwise my plants are gonna die. That's a lot of pressure. I don't even think of my ferns when I'm having sex with someone.
It's a good incentive to be good.
Yeah, but it's too much pressure. It's too much pressure. Hey, did you come, honey? And then they're like, yeah. And oh, okay. My yucca lives another day. My snake plant lives on. Okay, good. That's a lot of pressure. Then I have to perform. Then I'm just going down on her. And when I'm going down on someone, I don't want to be thinking of my peace lily. It's just down there.
Oh my God.
You brought it up. I'm just down there. Oh, she's enjoying this. Oh, my peace lily is going to stay alive for a few more weeks.
I brought it up. I wasn't expecting to get that.
I got a riff, baby. It's Uncle Roger OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Don't pretend like you are not familiar with that motion.
Oh.
You know? Does Gemma only water the plants if you go down on her? I don't want hookups to be a bartering system. So, let's move on. I hear you have an article for me.
Yeah, I do, actually.
Yes.
So, because I've been so busy this week, I've outsourced my work.
Yes. Tell our listeners why you've been busy. He always brings it up.
No.
It's like you want me to ask you about it.
No, I haven't.
It's okay. I'm kidding. It's funny to bully you sometimes.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
Great.
But tell our listeners.
Yeah.
Matt has other shit going on. You know, don't let his looks deceive you. He has other shit going on in his life apart from just Gemma. So what have you been up to, Matt?
Yeah, I've been shooting a short film. So yeah, the last 4 days, it's been like 15-hour days.
A short film?
Yeah.
You can't even frame the shots properly sometimes here on a podcast with zero moving parts.
Brilliant.
So a short film, huh?
I mean, luckily we got a really good DOP, so they can
So
take
it's not
care
you
of that.
doing it.
Yeah, I'm like, this is what I want it to look like, and then they're like, yeah, I can do it. Whereas here, unfortunately, I'm the DOP.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when I say I just move a bit, and you're like, yeah, no, that's not good. So,
Yeah, it's both of us.
yeah.
We run a very bare bones operation, listeners. So who you see on screen, that's everybody who works on this podcast. Seriously,
literally. Yeah,
the
literally.
clips. So it's nice keeping it, nice and
Yeah.
small, and you can still feel the personal touch.
It's a very independent podcast.
Yeah, like the
exactly.
Ukraine bit, it's both of our ideas. We put a little elevator music to kind of let people know, and it's a very nice clip. It's going viral everywhere. Who knew? I told you Ukraine's funny. I told you.
You did get there, to be fair.
I told you. You just have to trust me. Matt was so worried when the episode landed, and I was like,
Yeah.
listen, Matt, good leaders and good entrepreneurs see fear as an opportunity. Okay? This is my self-help mode coming in now. That's how you feel worried. That means you're doing the right thing.
Well, that's good. I felt very worried of the short film. So
Oh,
there
really?
we go.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
But because I was doing that, I
uh-huh.
outsourced to Gemma, and she sent me a text saying I found a really good article to read out on the show today.
Okay.
So I was intrigued. I was like, oh, okay, I wonder what it is.
Wow.
And then-
The whole family's working for me. I'm going to hire this whole family one day when the podcast gets big enough.
And then the headline. So I don't know how she found this, but it was, why are Chinese students so keen on the UK? I'm just thinking, great. Have you typed in Asian news or something like that?
I think you both have yellow fever.
But it is an interesting article.
Maybe
so,
you should both go to Thailand together. So why are Chinese students choosing the UK?
Yeah. And
Okay.
so it's mainly focusing on Glasgow, which is in Scotland. But apparently 700,000 Chinese people come to the UK every year. When I say people, I mean students. So we're focusing on students here. Essentially, the article, the kind of like theme of it is how the Chinese students don't like the stereotypes that are currently like attached to them.
What's the stereotypes?
Yeah, I think it's more along the lines of like their study machines.
Oh, but they are though. They are though. And they still, every time when I meet someone who's from, not even just China, Asia, like Taiwan, Hong Kong, Malaysia, Singapore, wherever, they always complain to me about the efficiency of Britain.
Oh, really?
The lack thereof.
Oh, that we're lazy.
Not lazy. Just you guys move at a slower pace. You know, like how I've complained to you about my builders.
Oh yeah.
And about the people the Brits I work with, because you just move at a slower pace. It's not because you're lazy. You just like to process things and think about your feelings and have like human rights. You know, we all complain about that in a fun way. In a fun way, just like, they're so slow. You know, if we did a renovation here, they would all live in the house and finish it. You know, in 2 days. But seriously, I had a friend tell me a story where he's British born Chinese, but he goes back to China every year. He said there was one time he was staying in this apartment. There was a renovation. They're building another tall building next to him. He went to bed, wake up the next day, the building's taller than the apartment he's currently staying in.
Wow.
Yeah, like the day before he had a view. He woke up a day later, no more view because the building construction just went up. You know, 2 floors.
That would be 6 months.
Yeah, yeah. And then plus delays, probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Way over budget. Yeah, 100%.
Tube strikes. We had tube strikes last week, right?
Yeah, tell me
In
about
Asia,
it.
if you go on strike, you will never work ever again.
Yeah,
they will fire you and blacklist you. And I think we need that system here.
And then the other stereotype, so going back to the article, the other stereotype that the Chinese students don't like is that they're like obsessed with Harry Potter. Which
oh my God.
I have to say, when I went to Edinburgh and we drove around the Highlands, there's like the Harry Potter bridge. All of the tourists were Asian. I do have to just say that.
Yep. I think it's accurate. I'm not saying you're wrong. They love the Harry Potter shit, man. I'm like, chill. It's for 14-year-olds, guys. It's young adult. Are you a young adult? It's for underage people.
Yeah.
So every time I go on a date with someone from that part of the world, East Asia, and they mention Harry Potter, I feel like a pedo. I'm like, wow, you still read that? Are you mentally still 14? Because I don't want to sleep with you if you're mentally still 14. You know, they're not going to water my plants. They're going to forget 14-year-olds don't water plants. 14-year-olds can't even take care of themselves.
That's very true.
Yeah, I'm saying mentally 14. Physically, like 20. Still too young. 25. Physically 25. Okay, Chinese students, for Harry Potter...
Yeah.
And what? And to get rid of stereotypes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, just like they don't like the stereotypes.
Okay.
They're very specific.
That's why they come here to study.
And, well, yeah. Yeah.
You want people to think you're a study machine and then you come here to study. Okay. Very weird.
But yeah, and also that there was one more, and it was the crazy rich Asians stereotype as well. That basically they're all the kids of these like mega rich industrialists. And they're sending them over here. Well, I mean,
when they come here, especially Chinese kids, they won't interact with anyone not Chinese. They won't talk to British people because they'll hang their own circles because their parents have it made for them back home. They just say, I'm gonna be here, however many years, get the diploma, get the degree. It looks good on the CV. It's very legitimizing if you say, oh, I studied abroad. Yeah. And a very small percentage of China has even gone to university. That they just started becoming middle class, right? So, and when I say middle class, I use it more in the global sense, not like in the UK when you say middle class, it means posh. Yeah. But in the world sense, middle class means you can have a house, have education, car, that kind of thing.
Makes sense.
So they just started becoming middle class. So the percentage of people in China who has been to university is very low. So the percentage of people who get to go to uni in the UK is even smaller. I think it's like, don't quote me on this, less than 10% of people in China have been to university. It's a small percentage, so do your own research. But then the people who come over here is probably like 1% of that percentage. So it's very prestigious, and that's why they send them over. And in Malaysia, it's the same thing. It's very prestigious to send your kid to like a university abroad. Ideally, Western world, Harvard would be great. Yale, Princeton. In the UK, Oxford, Cambridge. That kind of thing is very prestigious.
Very difficult. Difficult to do that. Like for the kids.
Not for us. It's really easy for us. I don't know. It's difficult for you guys. I know a lot of friends who have been there. So
really,
yeah.
What, to those like top universities?
Yeah.
Wow.
I have a friend who went to Ivy League. Where did you go again?
Like Columbia.
Yeah, Columbia. I know someone in Columbia. I know Cornell. I know Yale. I know Harvard.
Wow.
I know the UCs, UCLA, UC Berkeley are pretty good too. I went to Northwestern. That's ranked 12 in the US. You know, it's pretty good. It's easy for us. I'm telling you.
I don't know anybody who went to any
Really?
elite university, even in the UK.
Really?
Yeah, seriously.
Not even Durham.
Oh no, I lie actually. My so Gemma's brother went to LSE.
Oh, okay,
which is
I
good,
know a
which
lot
is
of
good.
LSE. Yep,
Yeah,
UCL,
but that's
LSE,
it.
King's
That
College.
is it.
Really?
I can name that. I could one hand. There you go. One.
Wow. I'm from Malaysia. I know a few, but also I guess when I grew up, I surrounded myself with people who were academically inclined because I was one of them.
What are you trying to say about me, Nigel, by saying that?
I'm trying to say you're scum. That's what I'm trying to say. That's all I had. I studied a lot in Asia. We are study machines. I'm telling you. We had like we would go to school, and after school we would have like extra classes. We call them tuition. It's extra, it's separate. So my high school 7:30 to 3:30, and 3:30 to 5:30 is those extra classes, and then I had piano afterwards.
Are you joking?
Yeah. A lot of us grew up like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So it's like we got thrown into. That's why if you grew up in Asia, you naturally work hard because your base level of work is already this high, you know. So you always work hard. You have ambition. You strive for things. You work through things easy. I think the downside is you didn't really have a lot of free time to pursue anything creative. But I still did. I don't know how. But yeah, that was my life back there, and a lot of Asian people's lives. And that's like the chill version. In Korea, it's like 7:30 to 9.
Really?
Yeah, in like the East Asian countries are more competitive, and Malaysia's chill. In Singapore, Korea, China,
I've heard Japan's quite like they have a really good work ethic as well.
Yeah, but they don't come here. Japanese people don't care about the UK.
Why don't Japanese people come here?
I don't know. It's a good question. They just like being in Japan.
Japan,
you know. But I don't know. I think in a lot of Asian countries, maybe in Japan, if you studied abroad, it's not as much of a prestige thing. So that was my childhood. So I know a lot of UCL people, a lot of LSE, Cambridge, Oxford. Not a lot, but in my graduating class, there were a couple already who went to Oxford, went to Cambridge. So yeah.
Wow.
We're smart, man. Smart. That's what I'm saying. We the Chinese people who come here, they because they come from really rich parents. If I see Chinese people here and they say they go to school here, I for sure know they're rich.
Really?
Chances are I'm right. Yeah, and you can always tell by what they wear. Also, if they say they went to boarding school here, you're like, okay, don't piss her off. Her parents will come at you. If they say they go to boarding school here, it's like your parents are in the CCP.
Okay.
So you don't want to piss them off. It's CCP is a very big organization in China. It's a political organization, yes, but like every town will have a lot of members in it. It's a big organization. And I had a friend who dated another Chinese person, and then they brought the person home to their parents.
Yeah.
Afterwards, the parents were like, "What's their surname? What town are they from? I have friends in the CCP. God. Let's look out into their background. Let's see if he or she's actually who they say they are." So it's
intense.
real. Yeah. Can you imagine a British person doing that? Right. What's his name? Matt Bentley Viney. Okay, I guess you can type that name to LinkedIn and see what comes up. Yeah, that's why people come to the UK. I don't think the article is accurate. I don't think it's for Harry Potter. I think sure they might like it.
Yeah.
But do you think China became a superpower because people are obsessed with Harry Potter? No. They're here to destroy and conquer and soft power. I love soft power. You know what it is? You know what soft power is? So you have like power, which is like your military, your might, how you can crush things, your weapons and stuff. And then you have soft power, which is cultural influence, your exports to the world. K-pop is soft power. Okay. Right? So China now, they have like economic power. And I think they're trying to build out a soft power. That's why, and it's starting to happen. Like a lot of movies, if you want it to make box office, it has to be a hit in China.
It's true.
Crazy Rich Asians didn't really hit. That's why the second one's not gonna get made anytime soon. If Crazy Rich Asians were a hit in China, the second one would have gotten made already. It would have gotten made yesterday already. You know, Fast and Furious killed it in China box office. They love that. So that's why J.K. Rowling's not canceled, because Harry Potter is a hit in China. So
that's why they're coming over here.
To what? To save J.K. from the cancel culture. Come to China, Joanne. Come to China. You can say all your turf shit in China. Oh my God. We welcome you with open arms, Joanne. Expecto Patronum, come over.